2468. Two, 468. 246. 246.
Isn't that crazy, though? Do you have a pen over here? Can I borrow your pen? Yeah, I won't take it. Okay, so what I'm chasing, can you hear me? So one of the things I'm going to do that I think, what's that? Oh, okay.
The path to true success is achieved through determination.
With the goal!
Determination to grow, to push through, and to finish.
And there's a championship, the first ever.
Utah Valley student athletes strive for these qualities.
Out of here!
UVU student athletes need your support from the community, their peers, and their families to achieve this growth and success in life.
Has an opportunity laid down, and there it is! A dive into third base.
Support from donors like you makes a significant impact on the lives of more than 370 Wolverines student athletes. The General Athletic Scholarship Fund will help our student athletes be successful in the classroom, on the field, and in life. Please support our student athletes with a personal donation and watch these men and women grow now and in the future.
Who am I? And furthermore, what do I want? What makes you itch? That's the most important investigation anyone can make. But you don't find this out until you investigate it. So I always ask the question, what would you like to do if money were no object? How would you really enjoy spending your life? Because if you say that money is the most important thing, you will spend your life completely wasting your time. Forget the money. After all, if you do really like what you're doing, you can eventually become a master of it. And then you'll be able to get a good fee for whatever it is. Therefore, it's so important to consider this question. What do I desire?
Smooth sailing.
More traffic.
Great looking ahead.
More weather.
New details are emerging.
More breaking news. Whenever, wherever.
That's good news.
More ways to know before you go.
You're gonna like the morning commute.
On KSL Today. Weekday mornings on KSL 5. Experienced? Check. Accurate? Check. The team more Utahns trust to stay safe from winter weather surprises? Check, 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 and check. Know before you go. Check with the KSL 5 weather specialists.
The road to national championships runs through NCAA.com and the NCAA Sports app. And whether you follow one college team or all of them, it's never been easier to get the content you want all in one place. With live broadcasts of multiple championships across all divisions. With exclusive access.
Ready to go?
And highlights for every single championship. Stay in the game all season long with NCAA.com and the NCAA Sports app.
UCCU is both a credit union and a full-service mortgage company.
Which means that UCCU always provides the lowest rates and lower insurance premiums than other lenders.
When your mortgage rate and insurance premium are lower, your monthly payment is also lower.
It's just science.
That's more money you can put into your home.
Or back into your pocket.
So if you're thinking about buying or refinancing a home, talk to us.
The credit union that's been putting people over profits for over 60 years.
It's what I do.
It's what I do.
It's what we do.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the campus of Utah Valley University in Lockhart Arena, where we have the Wolverines of Utah Valley University taking on the Bison of North Dakota State University. I am Sam Allen. I'm here with
Chasen Tolbert checking in.
Chasen Tolbert getting his mic close to his mouth here. Big wrestling, Big 12. Chasen, tell me a couple thoughts about tonight's matchup.
Yeah, North Dakota coming off a road duel. They just wrestled the University of Northern Colorado, where they beat them up pretty good. And surprisingly, due to the weather, they still came over.
We were a little bit delayed. We want to apologize for that. If you're following on Flow Wrestling or WAC Digital Network, we've had a huge snowstorm here in Utah, and so it's delayed our referees getting here. They just arrived, and we are right in action. We're doing the announcements. A couple big matchups tonight, Jason. Where do you see that?
I think the key matchup is at 33s. We got Cam Sikora, redshirt senior for the North Dakota Bison. He's wrestling Taylor Lamont.
That is going to be huge. Taylor, coming off an Olympic gray shirt year, he decided, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and focus on folk style wrestling. Come out of the gray shirt instead of pursue the Olympic dream right now. I'm just going to be on the team, and anytime you get two ranked opponents going up head-to-head, you know it's going to be a good matchup.
Yeah, and both guys just came back from beating some tough opponents as well. So Cam, he just wrestled at Northern Colorado, beat a ranked opponent, Moshe Schwartz, and then Taylor Lamont wound up pinning number 6 in the country at Wyoming, Montori Bridges.
Yeah.
Their last matches were both successes, so we'll see how it goes tonight.
Yeah, this will be a huge one. We're going to start at 125 pounds. They're doing the coin toss in the middle with both teams' captains. Utah Valley's had a hard duel season this year. I think they've gone up against great competition, faced a number of ranked opponents. UVU has found themselves ranked for 10 consecutive weeks in the top 25. We got a great team. We've had some injuries. Currently in our lineup tonight, we have 4 ranked wrestlers. North Dakota State has 4 ranked wrestlers as well. So it's going to be interesting to see what comes of this.
Yeah, realistically, UVU has a completely different lineup than what we expected in the preseason. But guys that are capable of winning matches, so we'll see how it goes.
We're starting at 125 pounds again. Josiah Nava, our red shirt freshman. I love the way he comes out. He's got great urgency. I like his pace. Nice outside sweep. He's going up against McGuire Midkiff, a redshirt sophomore of South Dakota State. North Dakota State. Straight single there. Josiah does a good job to defend that off.
Nava does a good job of changing levels and re-penetrating there.
No, his pace is phenomenal. There's a straight single again. But no, his pace in the first round, I've made mention. I was like, if we could keep that pace going into second, third, man, we'd be hot.
Both guys getting scrappy over there on the edge.
Oh, wow. Double low level here. Nice shot by Midkiff.
Midkiff looking to come out the back door.
What's he doing here, Jason?
He's just trying to get elevated. If he can get Nava onto his head and onto possibly his back, he'll be in good position. No takedown awarded yet.
Reaching inside that hip. Got almost like a switch position, Bob. He gives up that takedown. 2 takedown, Midkiff.
Action goes out of bounds.
Nice motion there. You know, he, even though he got taken down, he immediately had good motion. If we weren't on the edge of the mat, I think he had some motion to get that separation and get a stand up there.
Right. I think a lot of these matches and even the duel come down to who wrestles best towards the end of the periods and on the edge of the mat.
Well, that's some key things to keep in mind. I think we go over this every night or every duel. So, one of the things we got to do is when you have matches that, you know, there's no blaring difference in skill level. Nice escape there. Great hand control. What I was saying though, Chasen, was we got to take advantage of winning matches that we know are close. That's where the swing of the whole duel comes into play. Is if we can win the matches that we know are going to be close, that means our tough guys, our ranked guys, can come through and get the wins that we know they can get. You know what I'm saying?
Right, and UVU poised to do so tonight, wrestling in their home team advantage, cutting weight in the comfort of their own facilities. So
45 seconds on the clock, 45 seconds.
That is important, you know, that familiarity, right? Oh, nice Nice job to milk down to a front headlock, but the Midkiff comes up, stands up with it, controlling those elbows.
A lot of good action here. Nava's got him in front headlock. He milks him to the mat.
That motion was really good. It looked like Nava almost had a chance to just milk forward in that front headlock and go behind. Narrowly missed it. Midkiff stayed aloof. Wow, that's an interesting call. Stall warning on Nava, even though he's got a front headlock and he's the one pulling down out of bounds.
Interesting take from the referee. We'll see.
Oh, peek out.
Good peek.
Peek out there with a takedown. Nice job by Nava.
What I'm talking about here, Sam, towards the end of that period, those are the points that really can't be recouped.
Midkiff chooses down in the second period. No, I'm telling you, like, we talked a little bit about this before the match. Like, being able to score right at the end of a period, it literally just sets the pace and kind of sets the stage for second and third period. So nice job by Nava getting that takedown right at the end of the period.
No, this is a good matchup. Both guys scoring takedowns in the first period. Midkiff to his feet.
Ooh, nice job by Midkiff. Immediately spins out, gets an escape, but reshoots right at that. Got to keep a crotch lift here. What does he got to do, Chasen?
Well, it's an interesting position. You got to know when to bail if you need to, instead of giving up back points, possibly just the takedown. But once again, just if you have that crotch lift, just lifting there and trying to scoot behind.
I think even more than lifting, if I know he's got my leg isolated, I want to try to keep my leg curled and just lock and hug tight and hopefully wait for that stalemate.
Yeah.
Midkiff tough in this cross-body wrist ride.
Yeah, he's got that wrist on his back, outside leg ride. And we got blood.
Blood time, about 45 seconds still left on the clock. Second period, we're going to take a break here for blood time.
Blood timeout. Chance for Nava to catch his breath, get his wits about him.
Nava will be coming back into a fresh start in referee's position on bottom. Midkiff with about 30 seconds of riding time on the clock. Got the trainers working on Nava here.
So Nava has a chance here. He's got good pace. We want to see some motion right off the bottom. Midkiff, obviously, he got that nice cross-body ride with a wrist ride. 45 seconds left in the second period as we get ready to start again.
Hits a switch off the whistle, gets to his feet.
Quick motion there, right? Switch to another switch and hip heist.
This round looks identical to the last. We'll see a takedown out of Nava before the time runs out.
Well, we know we can do it. We know we can keep that pace. Ooh, nice fake by Midkiff, keeping Nava on his toes.
Yeah, I got him stepping.
Coaches yelling, keep moving. Both coaches, hey, got to keep that pressure going.
Time runs out. It'll be Nava's choice going in the third period. Chooses bottom. He has about 20 seconds to get out to avoid that riding time point.
Right. Well, if the way he came back after that blood time is any indication, we can see some quick sit out. Not what we wanted there. Got a knee slide now. Got to get that weight off his back.
Yeah, it looks like Midkiff had a good read off that whistle and was able to kind of guess where he was going.
Bumps him down. Riding time now is locked in.
30 seconds on the clock, 1:30.
Like to see a little more movement there on bottom, a little more action.
Oh,
Watch
leg
those
ride
legs
here.
coming in.
You know, that leg ride, it's a time waster. It's exhausting to get set in that. That pressure in your low back, just crushing.
Midkiff looking to get that wrist rolled out and probably set it on his back again.
Power half here. That's painful here. His power half, he's going to punch his fist to the mat. Nava does a good job to fight his hip down. He's tearing his shoulder up. You can see that his shoulder's clear above his head. So he does a good job to fight his hip down, not get turned there.
He's got another stall warning awarded. Midkick gets a point for that, and we're back at blood time. I think what the ref was looking for was a little more movement other than just fighting the hip down, trying to crawl forward or get your hands out.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Either wrestler, it's incumbent upon them to advance their position. So whether I'm on top, I can't ride parallel. I got to get to the side and start getting some turns. Likewise, if I'm on bottom, I can't kind of stay there flattened out, head buried, elbows in. You know, I got to work my best to get my knees up underneath me and start really advancing my position.
Yeah, and at this level, you see a little bit more of that. Guy knows that someone's tough on top. He'll be more conservative and try not to get turned and pinned.
Midkiff again, up 6-4 with 35 seconds left in the third period. Riding time's locked in.
30 seconds on the clock.
Switch here. Got to keep moving those hips.
Still has that foot underneath.
Oh, and a lock, but he's got to sit here, and if he gets a reversal.
So it was a stall call.
Stall, or was that an illegal hold, like a locking hands? Oh, it must have been a stall call. The way he was holding it looked like a locking hands call.
15 seconds.
He's headhunting there. He's headhunting. Oh, swim out. Go behind here. And time expires. So despite Nava's best efforts, he falls to Midkiff of North Dakota State 7-4.
That'll be 3 team points awarded to NDSU as we come into our featured match of the evening. Taylor Lamont, ranked 14th in the country, wrestling Cam Sikora, redshirt senior, ranked 7th.
Big match here. We're super excited about this. Again, anytime I can get ranked guys, 2 ranked guys, we got number 14, Taylor Lamont. He's been ranked as high as, I want to say, 5th, 6th?
Somewhere in there.
When he first came out of his gray shirt, had a couple close matches and losses to ranked opponents, so he's currently ranked 14th. Again, knocking off, winning Big 12 honors, Big 12 Wrestler of the Week honors last week for knocking off Wyoming's Monty Bridges. He's going up against number 7, Cam Sikora.
Cam is a 3-time NCAA qualifier, so every year he's been eligible.
What's Taylor doing here? Both guys, you know, we talk a lot about not wrestling ear to ear. Both guys kind of, well, now we're forehead to forehead. That looks nice. Straight on shot. It's easy to block that off.
Taylor's really good at hand fighting, that upper body stuff. Bleeds into his Greco success, but we'll see who can control the ties and get to a leg.
Taylor really comfortable in this double over hook position. Also, you'll see him with Russian tie and also underhook stuff. Really comfortable there, like right here. He digs in for this underhook, but he quickly changes out.
Yeah, a few options from there.
Binding up. You see him reaching, digging that deeper. Maybe trying to pull his head up underneath there. Changes out. It's wise. I always say, gotta change my position. Can't hang on to even a tie up like that, because one guy is going to advance it.
Another straight shot from Sakura.
Two minutes expired. Oh, Taylor comes to the outside. You know, Taylor does this really cool drag, and he sweeps to an outside single. You're going to see more of that. Pulls that head down.
Yeah, he's got some heavy hands in there. Might not notice it at the beginning of the match, but towards the third period, they'll start wearing on a guy.
Oh, nice drag opportunity there. Just tries to do a cross-arm drag. Not able to get the motion there. Changes nice. I love these changes. Sakura is doing a good job just getting nice position to block out Taylor's offensive maneuvers. Only real thing that we've seen from Sakura is straight on shot. Another sweep
Taylor
right
in on
there.
that
And
leg,
a stall
and
warning.
a stall warning for
nice job.
Sakura.
He's got it up on his hip.
10
Runs that
seconds in the
pipe,
round.
but he picks it back up. Sakura jumps up under to scramble. Darn it, 4 seconds left.
He's just going to hold on to those legs and let the time run out.
Nice shot by Taylor Lamont. He defers in the second period.
Sakura will choose bottom.
Darn it, nice job. Taylor gets the shot. He has it shelved up on his hip, and Sakura's doing a good job defending. He goes to run the pipe down, and unfortunately, Taylor gets his legs dove under, and Sakura, great scramble there. He knew what he was doing.
Right, he's pretty savvy. He knew what time was left and where he could go to be safe. Sakura gets to his feet, gets the point for escape.
Man, watch this here. Taylor's pressure from his bind right there. He's just marching, pushing forward. You see that pressure? I mean, it's pretty impressive, the pressure that forward pressure, I should say, that he creates. Straight on shot again by Sakura. I think you'll see Taylor defend that really, really well. I mean, you got to do a little bit more than that to open that up.
A lot of times at this level, we got some top 10 ranked guys. You know, it's not just one setup to a shot. There's a multiple before you can get in on a leg and get in deep.
You know, these matches, you got two highly ranked guys. Again, a straight-on shot with a go-behind opportunity for Taylor. Sakura's really good scrambler. Like, he keeps very good position here. So even though he gets a snap down and a go-behind, Taylor's going around, he does a good job to keep his head centered in Taylor's body, and he comes up and faces him. Another go-behind opportunity here. Gotta keep going. Wow,
Sakura,
second time.
Good in there. Keeps his hips square.
Again, a lot of the offense, you see the shot after shot after shot. Sakura has been warned for stalling. So you can't help but think that if Taylor pulls off another flurry here, he can't score some type of stall call on Sakura. Look at these changes, very nice changes. Nice job.
Taylor chooses bottom. Sakura trying to show the ref he's bleeding. Ref's not buying it. That's a good sign.
That is a good sign. Oh, and a false start. Okay, we got to see knees come up. We got to see head come off the mat, hand control. Sakura tough here. You can see that Taylor's got nice binds on those hands, trying to just keep that hand control to get that separation.
Gets to his feet.
Spiral ride here, but nice escape. 1-1, and here we go. 1 minute 26 left in the third period. A lot of the offense came from Taylor. Look at this march forward, creating that pressure, showing the ref that he's the one advancing that position. Really working for that takedown. You got to show the ref that. And again, that stall call I think is going to come back, maybe bite Sakura. Pulls in the crease.
Utah Valley fans.
Yeah, there's a goal behind opportunity, but Sakura again adjusts.
Sakura very gamey there.
See it again.
Utah Valley fans
all
looking for a stall
that pressure
call.
going forward, all the offense going forward.
They drew the stall call.
Got the stall call. Now Sakura's got to score.
Another shutdown, almost go behind from Lamont.
Got to keep that pace. Got to keep that pace. Taylor's got to keep going forward.
Right. We don't want to stop wrestling just because we got a point.
12 seconds left. 7 seconds. Again, Lamont up by 1.
Time winds down. Taylor Lamont coming off
That's
a second
great win.
top 10 win.
Taylor Lamont, number 14, ranked wrestler in the country, knocks off Camp Sakura. North Dakota State University, the Bisons. Got to give it to him. Sakura did everything he could. He had great position. Unfortunately, Taylor just kept that pressure on. And here's my thing. I know a ref is like, man, I've warned him, and I'm seeing that third period. What is the ref thinking? He's like, I don't want to give the match away, but it's like it was very, very blatant. A lot of that offense was coming from Taylor, right?
Yeah, I don't think, and correct me if I'm wrong, I didn't see a shot from Sakura, even one of those straight ones in the third period.
All right, we're up at 141 pounds. Isaiah Delgado taking on Dylan Druggermuller.
Delgado, one of our favorites, wrestling at 33 last season, bumping up to 41s. Coming out of El Paso, Texas. He's got some speed to him.
I love it. I love his pace. He's got great pace.
He's finally been back training for a few weeks now, getting his lungs back, so we'll see if he can.
Oh, that slide by. Nice job by Druggermuller. Druggermuller across this crossbody ride is, you've seen this now twice with the South Dakota State wrestlers. Gosh darn it, I keep saying South Dakota, North Dakota State. I apologize. Oh, nice cut. Turn and faced him. That was a nice job. We're back neutral.
1 minute 30 seconds.
Delgado is going to want to be careful about putting too much pressure into him before he gets shrugged by again.
Guys that do that, they're very elusive because you don't want to get in, tie up, but they also got great offense to kind of bait you in. They use their hands, that motion, to get you to come and clamp on, and then next thing you know, they're doing that slide by.
Isaiah really dragging on that elbow, working that crease pull. Utah Valley coaching staff saying he steps hit it.
Oh, low-level single. Well-timed. Now Delgado's doing his best to defend here, trying to push his head down and away. We're on the edge of the mat.
North Dakota coach.
Oh, nice job by – there's no way.
North Dakota coach Kish getting chippy with some fans over there on the sideline. He got a little riled up over there trying to urge his athlete on.
He went running. We apologize. He went running down the edge of the mat. There were fans and spectators that he was walking over. Great defense by in that little flurry there by Isaiah Delgado. His legs elevated. He ends up turning his hips, kicking that foot out, and ends up being able to avoid. He was warned for stalling, but a good job at avoiding that takedown with about 30 seconds left in the first. Drugemuller chooses down in the second period.
Coach Kish making sure with the refs where he can stand, where he can walk. Utah Valley fans saying Coach Kish just wants to give his guy a break. He's chatting with the ref to distract the match from happening.
Drugemuller, a redshirt freshman, going up against Isaiah Delgado, sophomore. North Dakota State comes to us with a 4-3 overall record this year, 1-1 in the Big 12. They got some nice ride there, right? He's over the top here. We want to stay behind those elbows. Return here. He hits that leg. Now Drugemuller in a switch.
Kind of traded legs with him.
Oh, so we're here. We're still scrambling. To reversal by Drugemuller.
Action goes out of bounds.
That was well executed to keep a scramble. You know, the few matches we've had, I've noticed North Dakota has had really great scramble positions. They wrestle tough all the way through, you know, and I think that's actually one of the big things that you see is different between high level wrestling and maybe high school wrestling is guys fight to the very, very, very bitter end, whether it's from an escape perspective or whether it's a takedown perspective. You saw that in the last matches with Taylor Lamont going up against Cam Sakura. Sakura had a number of times where Taylor had him snap down. He's going behind, and he fought all the way through, was able to avoid that. And we're seeing that here in this match as well.
Yeah, these high-level athletes are not lazy at all in any of these positions. They'll wrestle even till after the whistle blows.
Straight shot here. Delgado does a good job to stop him, but, man, Drugemuller just picks it up and drives him through. 6-2 is the score. Drugemuller in this tilt position, a 2-on-1 tilt, and we got near fall counting up. Holds him right here in this basket. He comes off. Let's go with that bind, and we've got 4 near fall. Score is 10-2 in the second period.
Utah Valley start this round off bottom.
So, okay, you're down 10-2. What do you do?
Bottom's the best place to score from. You know, get 1 escape, then 2 takedown.
Got to get her head off the mat here. Drugemuller, again, with this blanket ride. He's got, well, now Delgado does a good job coming up, keeping that back pressure. And now he's isolated, but Drugemuller brings him right back, returns him down. Again, okay, short sit and a turn and face. Nice hip heist there. Okay, so we're moving the right direction. No fakes here. Both guys, forehead to forehead with some binds, looking for their bind. Drugemuller goes to a block down, looks to that go behind.
About a minute left. Delgado needing to get some things going on his feet. He's in on the legs.
He shot double, ended up with a single, then ends up going back to a double. Now he's into a single. So, and a reshot low level here. Ends up covering those ankles and gets a takedown.
Not a lot of tenacity. We would have liked to see a little more fight. You know, once the guy's in on your leg, okay, do we stop here? Do we wait for the ref to give him 2, then wrestle, or do we just wrestle the whole time?
Well, and I'll tell you what, that chain wrestle, I think that's where you see Drugemuller do a really good job of, we're still in a flurry here, and even with that flurry, his reshot was phenomenal, even though we're both really low to the mat. I think they were both on their knees, or, you know, really, really low to the mat, and he shot that straight on single leg and ends up scoring that takedown by just going behind and grabbing those ankles. 24 seconds left. Any points here, you know, Drugemuller is running away with the match, but even if I can avoid a major decision, that's something we got to work for as time expires. It's not going to be enough. Final score to this match, North Dakota State's 13, UVU 3.
That'll be a major decision for North Dakota, tack another 4 points on the board. So this team score is 7-3 for the Bison. Yeah, I like what you said, Sam. A lot of times these duels, matches go 5-5, but the winners who gets the most bonus points.
Okay, we're moving on. Would have liked to see something different there. Props to North Dakota's Drugemuller. Ooh, instant.
Hunsaker off the whistle.
I love, dude. I've been really enjoying Hunsaker's style these last couple duels. 149 pounds. Cameron Hunsaker, freshman for UVU, going up against Jaden Van Manen, redshirt sophomore. That's whistle single. Nice job there.
Looks like he's got a cradle lock.
Well, he's got a cradle lock, but nice job there. He had a cradle locked up, but Van Manen still had his foot, so the ref was behind them, and he goes, I haven't seen a foot. We're still no takedown, but he came around and saw that there was a cradle opportunity. Cameron actually started taking him back, and I think that's why he let that go. We end up getting a takedown. Nice job by Cameron Hunsaker.
Looks like he's got a pretty good ride going. A lot of pressure on that spiral. Hunsaker, one of our favorite wrestlers coming in this season, works extremely hard. Shows a lot of grit out there on the mat. He's a true freshman.
Wow, that was interesting. So an unnecessary roughness penalty point awarded to Cameron Hunsaker. That little exchange. I mean, here's the thing. I always say wrestling's a fist fight with some rules. You want to have heavy hands, but that was like a side slap to the face.
Yeah.
Cameron and him. I mean, I don't think it's either one of them is holding it too hard. They shook hands and we're back into action.
Yeah, I highly doubt that it was intentionally, trying to cause damage there.
Sometimes you do see that. Two guys literally just throwing hands.
It's a contact sport. Emotions run high.
Oh, we got a right here, hip to hip, and a nice just snatch single. Good job. He just bends down, picks it up. Nice job. We got to elevate this up now. Keep the treetop. Here we go. Tries to dive under. We've seen that happen before. Cameron's got to get his hips behind and now work on that hand control.
Trying to get his foot back as well.
That's what I'm saying. Nothing there.
North Dakota holding
got to pull that
heel.
hand. Okay, go to this side, and there we go. Cross face here. Got to push his hips in. There we go. If he can get both hands now behind his armpits, both hands behind the armpits, I think we could probably score. Yeah, Coach Williams saying the same things that we were. If I get both of my arms under his arms, that would have been a takedown.
Yeah, a lot of times it's just that, you know, your wrestler, where his mat awareness is. Does he know that rule? Is he, you know, some of those positions have a lot of intricacies that looking over at the coaches might help you out with.
I like the offense that Cameron's creating, but, man, he shoots straight in on Van Manen, and now we're in this front headlock position. Tough job there.
Cameron been super offensive this first period. He'll defer. North Dakota chooses bottom. Hunsaker with the opportunity to get his riding time up above a minute here.
Staying behind, covering those hips. Now we're in this spiral ride position. Cameron does a good job.
Lock.
Iowa, hook that Iowa ride.
So there's a lot of things he can do from here. I'm not sure what his bread and butter is, but he's off the hips. He's got a lot of pressure on North Dakota's hands and head.
Well, you see that wrist right here. He's got a 2-on-1 here. A lot of offensive opportunities come out of this. Okay, we got a red stall warning. Referee says you got to do something, come off bottom here. Now he straightens his leg here. You see his
Hunsaker, and a good opportunity to score here off the tilt or something with that cross wrist.
I'm saying use that cross wrist, grab the elbow, and do a roll through here to the tilt.
There you go. North Dakota to his feet. Briefly in that hip-to-hip position again. Cameron with a good
pressure coming forward. Cameron creating that momentum. Like his pace. Got to have more changes. Van Manen doing a good job to keep his forehead to forehead, blocking with his head. Dragged by attempt.
And then outside single, he's in on the leg.
Single.
Hunsaker's got the crossface, looking to get his leg back.
Got to straighten.
He's in a good spot here.
Now we got to start running. He's grabbing his knee pad. I could see that from our perspective clear. His fingers were up under Cameron's knee pad. But we got 8 seconds. That got to just run to it. Got to run now. Got to go. 4 seconds left.
Hunsaker set himself up for a good third period. He's got a cushion on his riding time. North Dakota will choose neutral.
You know, 2 times now, Cameron's created a lot of offense, not able to score. That's frustrating, right, Jason?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's just what boils down to the third period. You know, he's wearing on their energy. He's already got 1 stall warning, so.
Now go behind here. Oh, here we go. Cameron can run this.
He almost overshot it.
Yeah.
Winds up getting the 2. Back on that ankle.
Iowa ride. Now he lets go of that. I think those hips were coming back. Van Manen was sitting back in a short sit, and I think he would have sat right up on Cam's hips, so he lets go of that. Minute 13 in the third period.
Cameron's got that cross wrist again.
Man, that cross wrist, I
like to see him get a turn out of it.
Well, you can flatten your guy out here. That 2-on-1, another stall warning.
It'll be a point for Utah Valley.
Another Iowa ride with the cross wrist. Cameron's really comfortable here in this ride. But now we got to see some offense turn out of this.
Coach Williams, Utah Valley, is saying, get the turn here. We need a major.
Okay, now here we go. Not enough. You know, Jason, that's a good position where it's super tough to turn a guy. I got to actually get pressure going forward before I roll.
I think these stall calls are justified. I mean, Hunsaker does do a good job of keeping the pressure on him as time runs out.
Short time. Well, with that riding time point, final score, Cameron Hunsaker 8, Jaden Manning 2. That brings the team score 6-7. North Dakota State edging us out by 1 point as we head into our 157-pound match.
Jerry Rubio, representing Utah Valley, will be wrestling Jared Franick, number 15 in the country as a redshirt freshman.
So we got our redshirt freshman Jerry Rubio. He's going up against another young wrestler, but highly ranked. When you look at that, Chasen, how do you approach matches like this?
Hey, it's nothing but an opportunity. Being an unranked wrestler or being ranked lower than your opponent is the best place you can be. Make a name for yourself, make a statement out there, and then hopefully, set yourself up for a good postseason. That goes into seeding at the Big 12 tournament, which could bleed into the NCAAs.
Nice low-level shot by Jerry Rubio. He's got to elevate this up and crowd up towards Franken's head. Got to keep going because we don't want to end up in a stalemate. This is a good position to score, and unfortunately, we end up in that stalemate position.
That's one thing I've noticed about North Dakota. They do a really good job in those positions where they know that they might get scored on. They can just hold on to something and draw that stale.
Okay, we got to stay up on. Oh, yeah, wow, that was a pretty gnarly fireman carry.
Yeah, Rubio walked straight into it. Franick now holding him on his back. He's got his near fall.
A guy that does a good fireman carry can keep a nice bind on that arm and elbow and end up holding him on his back, and that's what Franick does. I was actually going to say that Franick had an underhook, and Rubio was kind of pushing right into it, and I was like, oh man, we got to get our level lower. So Franick stings us with a 2 takedown and a 2 near fall.
4 near fall.
4 near fall. Score is 8-1.
Rubio,
50 seconds left.
Stalling. Coach Kish telling Franick to cut his guy, but he gets into a tilt.
Another 4-point near fall scored in that tilt position.
Franick pretty tough on top here.
Franick he's working him over, goes to an outside, picks that leg up for a Turk position. Rubio does a good job to balance his hips and get him square to the mat. But we're on the edge of the mat for another tilt position. Even though we're out of bounds, NCAA rule says that I can pin and score near fall on the edge of the mat, and another 4-point near fall. That's a technical fall in the first period. Jared Franick, number 15th ranked of North Dakota State, taking over Jerry Rubio, our redshirt freshman of Utah Valley University.
Team score, North Dakota 12, Utah Valley 6 as we go into the intermission. Stay tuned.
Who am I? And furthermore, what do I want? What makes you itch? That's the most important investigation anyone can make. But you don't find this out until you investigate it. So I always ask the question, what would you like to do if money were no object? How would you really enjoy spending your life? Because if you say that money is the most important thing, you will spend your life completely wasting your time. forget the money. After all, if you do really like what you're doing, you can eventually become a master of it. And then you'll be able to get a good fee for whatever it is. Therefore, it's so important to consider this question. What do I desire?
Looking to spend that birthday money, Tyler? I'm just not sure which one to get. Well, they are both pretty cool. But saving some of that money would be pretty cool, too. Yep.
When's the right age to teach your children how to save and spend money wisely? Right now, with the Be Money Smart program only at Utah Community Credit Union. Inspiring smart decisions.
If we can see things for what they are. If we can see what they could be. If the plastic we use, we never throw away. If the end of one thing could be the beginning of the next. If we know that less can create more. If we can return, we reciprocate, we regenerate. If we are here for others, if we can work as a team, all we have to do is connect, and the world opens up. The future is about giving back.
How does Costa Vida create the ultimate sweet pork burrito? We start by following our award-winning recipe, one that calls for everything to be made fresh, from scratch every day. Like our beautifully braised pork, seasoned beans, savory sauces, and delicious cilantro lime rice. Even our tortillas are cooked to order. It's a difference you can taste. Treat yourself to the ultimate sweet pork burrito, only at Costa Vida.
Hey, you gonna do this or what? You gotta do it. And keep doing it. Do it big. Bigger. Hit it. Step it up. Always take the risk. Don't just watch it. Put your phone down and do it. Drip splash like the ice on the wrist. That's a call I can't miss. Set my goals like a goal. Hit the switch.
One now.
Do it blindfolded.
Next.
Do a joint endorsement deal. Say you shouldn't.
Section 43C, no rope swing over canyon dunks.
Like what's happening? Do what they say you can't. Can you? Because there are those who don't and those who do. Yes, sir. Let's do.
Utah has embodied the spirit of industry. From the first transcontinental railroad to the first department store, we've led the way. As part of the Murdoch Auto team, we're proud to carry on this tradition. That's because when we say you are the heart of our business, it's more than just a slogan. It's our commitment to the values we all hold dear with no regrets. You've got to come see why you truly are the heart of our business. Murdoch Hyundai of Linden, part of the Murdoch Auto team. Click MurdochHyundaiLinden.com.
Make some noise!
Let's do this.
Come on. Creative, the world needs an answer. Give us the answer. Creativity is the answer. Never play on repeat. Put your own spin on things. Let a new wave begin.
All right, come on, let's go.
2 seconds. Creators run the show. We want the answer. From the cage to the stage. Rise up from the streets to the program.
to national championships runs through NCAA.com and the NCAA Sports app. And whether you follow one college team or all of them, it's never been easier to get the content you want all in one place. With live broadcasts of multiple championships across all divisions. With exclusive access.
Ready to go?
And highlights for every single championship. Stay in the game all season long with NCAA.com and the NCAA Sports app.
In the WAC, we value sportsmanship on the field,
on the track, on the court, in the pool,
and in the stands.
We take pride in playing fair and being honest.
We honor the game by showing respect for our opponents,
The officials,
the fans, and our team.
Great sportsmanship is about keeping everything in perspective.
It's about taking ownership after a loss.
and being humble after a win.
We hope you'll team up with us by staying positive on the sidelines. Because great sportsmanship is what unites us. We are the Western Athletic Conference.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the campus of Utah Valley University, where the Wolverines of Utah Valley are taking on North Dakota State University's Bison. We are coming back. Team score, North Dakota's edging us out 12-6, but we're in the second half of our lineup. We're starting back here after our intermission with Coy Wilkinson, our redshirt junior, going up against another tough ranked opponent. Again, North Dakota's got 4 ranked wrestlers. We got 4 ranked wrestlers, but I think we're coming into our tougher part of our lineup. Coy's got his hands cut out for him, going up against number 10 ranked Andrew Fogarty.
Yeah, Andrew, one of the seasoned vets on the Bison squad. He's been around the block, and we'll see what Coy can do. Like I said earlier, it's nothing but opportunity for him. And then, like you said, Sam, historically, the second half of our lineup has done a little bit better this season.
Well, and as you guys probably know, UVU, I mentioned this a little bit before the intermission, UVU spent the beginning of the season, there was a lot of hype. We had 6 ranked wrestlers. We were super excited. We got preseason rankings. The first 10 weeks of the season, we had consecutive top 25 rankings, and when we had injuries. We had Demetrius Romero at 165 pounds here at Coy's weight. He got injured for the season. Another NCAA qualifier for us. Matt Finley at 149 pounds. So you take those 2 guys out. You got some other injuries. These guys are stepping in, and I got to give Coy props. Always coming in and wrestling tough. Straight shot in, and Coy's doing a good job of blocking him down. Oh, but wow, Fogarty just powers through in a double leg, hooks this back heel. You're going to see him try to elevate this. He's hooking it up on his hip, and now he's going to Turk this out with almost like a leg ride, but keeping that leg trapped.
Right, creative way of getting into that leg. He lifted there at the toes almost.
I've actually never
figure 4 in the knees there, and he's got Coy.
That's phenomenal. Fogarty knowing what he's doing here, where he actually keeps that heel caught, but he actually leg rides through that toe and through that shin. That makes it super, super powerful and tight on those hips. Scores a 4-point near fall very, very quickly.
Minute into the match, Fogarty up 6-0. Saw Coy with some good motion up there. Like to see him get up to his knees and then to his feet. Fogarty really good on top. He's a lot of what you can tell. He's kind of waiting to see what Coy does, and then reacts to it.
Fogarty, one of the standout wrestlers for North Dakota State. Actually, last year, our injured wrestler at 165 pounds, Demetrius Romero, was Big 12 champion, beating Fogarty at the championships in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Yeah, that was the second time Fogarty had been in the finals in the Big 12 tournament.
And we got him. We got his number. We've missed Romero in our lineup, but again, Coy's come in and done his best. What does a young guy like, Coy do when you got somebody that's you got to step in, got to make your impact because of injury?
I think it's any guy's dream to be able to step on the mat, especially if in any other circumstance they wouldn't be. And so put it all out there, try to get the dub.
Tough leg right here. Again, Fogarty's super tough. This leg right down at the knee, isolating that hip. Coy's got to get his knee forward, get his knee to the mat, crawl forward, and then bring his knees up underneath him.
North Dakota extremely versatile here. He rode the right leg. Now he's on the left leg. He's riding tight waist, cross wrist. So he's been in that position a time or two.
Okay, as time expires in the first period, Fogarty of North Dakota State University 8, Coy Wilkeson of Utah Valley 1. It's Coy's choice in the second period, and he chooses neutral. So we're right back here face to face. Got to get some action here, right, Chasen?
Yeah, if Coy can get some movement on his feet, get in on a leg, and score some takedowns.
Level was a little high. I kept thinking, man, Fogarty's going to go up underneath those hands. Coy's done a good job to down block. He's got this whizzer position. Isolates a hand and steps his hips over his head. But Fogarty does a good job to capture his shin and go to a double leg finish here, even though his head's buried. Coy's got to keep that lock in that crotch. Fogarty's isolating one leg. He's going to look to step over this leg here. Oh, he's going to come out all the way out, try to hook this hip, reach around, hook a hip, isolate.
Doing a pretty good job of keeping his hands locked there, staying calm. Now he's out on that ankle. Ref stops it, potentially dangerous on Fogarty's knee there.
Okay, potentially dangerous, stops the match, and we're neutral again. Coy does a good job to ward off that takedown. His level's got to get lower here, though. Fogarty's doing a good job holding position, and Coy's coming real high, making a shot under. Fogarty's beating Coy's head. Coy, nice sweep single.
It's more of what we like to see. Takedowns usually got a couple parts to it, though. Getting in on the leg and then finishing is a whole another set of skills that you have to implement there.
Well, Coy did a good job. He had a good shot, had a good angle, but Fogarty does a good job. He just he squares his hips up and then ends up turning a go behind. Again, isolates this foot, steps over, and we're into this tilt near fall position again. I've never seen a tilt like that. It's an interesting ride. Coy's wrestling tough, keeping his knees up close to his chest. He's got to get him down on the mat now.
Fogarty waits till the ref awards 2, and now it looks like he's back to work, but he's going to be cautious here as time runs out. North Dakota's choice. Chooses bottom. He's got riding time locked in. Potentially could be ridden out this entire round and still get the extra point for riding time. I doubt that will happen.
Okay, Coy's got to cover the hips here. He's in a leg ride, so his hips got to come up. He does a good job adjusting here. Again, hips got to come up. He's way off on the side here.
Fogarty looking to swim through.
Fogarty swims through and, ends up with that reversal. And again, Coy's being a little lax with his legs, not either straightening them out and getting his knees underneath him. He ends up getting these heels caught, and we're back to this tilt position. He's tough here. Fogarty, again, in this near fall which is going to create if you got to fight off here, but that's a technical fall. So technical fall ends the match. Technical superiority, where Fogarty scores 15 or more points than his opponent, 18-1. That's a 5-point team score, which brings the team total UVU 6, North Dakota State 17.
Like to see a little bit more mat awareness and opponent awareness from Utah Valley. It's got a guy, I mean, you know he rides legs. If you haven't watched film on him, and he rides legs on you, 2-3 times in a match, you kind of got to guess that it's
You got to keep those knees up to your chest. Yeah, you're right, Jason.
There were matches I remember preparing for where it was all week leading up to the match. We're practicing not letting legs in or whatever that guy is good at. Excited for this next match. 74 is number 9 in the country, Kimball Bastion. Its final season with Utah Valley.
One of our staples for our team, Kimball Bastion. Wrestling tough for us as always. Had some good upsets. Had a great match against University of Wyoming just a week ago. He and both Taylor Lamont coming away with big wins.
Redshirt freshman Austin Brenner getting in on Kimball's legs as they scramble for no score.
This road goes both ways. We said, hey, what does our wrestler do if we're wrestling a ranked opponent? And I think it goes the same for Brenner. Brenner's got a number 9 ranked opponent in Kimball Bastion, and it's anybody's game. Anybody can beat anybody on any night. But man, Kimball's pace and Kimball's execution is second to none. We look for him to not only qualify for nationals, but work towards that very prestigious All-American honor, which I know has been a goal of his since he was young.
2 minutes on the clock.
Changing out of that. Brennan doing a good job with just having heavy hands, and he sweeps to the outside, but man, Kimball quick to respond with a jump through, makes it super tough. Oh, ankle pick, finishes low. What a great ankle pick by Kimball Bastion.
Ref counting here, he can't stay on those legs.
That's all right, we got more of those, let's get it.
Halfway through the first period, plenty of time left.
Brenner in a drape position. Campbell pulls him down. I think Kimball's watching this this stance of Brenner. I think he's timing. You see him keep changing his level. He sees that step come close to him. 45 seconds in the first period here. Brenner clears that elbow off. Fake there. Kimball defends to his knees. 30 seconds. Got a flurry here. I always say, man, if I could score some points and really get that gap, widen that gap as I enter into the second period, it's huge. 20 seconds.
Any points scored towards the end of a round are crucial because there's not a lot of time to recoup them. There's not time to escape or get a reversal. Round ends and then pour into the next one.
4 seconds left. Time expires. We're entering into the second round. Brenner's choice. Brenner chooses down in the second period. Score is 2-1. UVU's Kimball Bastion on top.
Second period here, starting out 2 minutes. Utah Valley leads 2-1.
Kimball looking for a near fall there. Ref didn't count any.
So Kimball tries for that tilt position. Brenner does a good job to keep his knees underneath him and keep a hand, and Kimball did his best to try and adjust and keep a tight waist on, but Brenner does a good job to escape. 1:30 left in the second period. Score is 2-2. Inside tie and pressure forward by Kimball. Brenner does a good job to clear that pressure off again. It's the second or third time you see that elbow pass and that really nice clearing of the pressure. 45 seconds. Oh, nice pass by.
Ref does not award.
Kind of a slide by, and then Kimball ends up going down low to the legs. He's got Brenner's legs crisscrossed, but now he's got to drive to him. Brenner's got a crotch lock and ends up with a stalemate there. Nice job by Brenner.
Both athletes back to the center. 30 seconds left in the round.
You know, Kimball does a good job. He always has good position, and then when he stings, his speed and his pace is actually just lightning fast. And you saw it right there. He sees an opportunity for an angle and a low-level shot, and, man, he's lightning fast.
Yeah, he's done a really good job this year of being explosive. When his opportunity is there, he hits it and he finishes most of the time.
Time expires. Bastion chooses down in the third period. Again, scores 2-2. Tightly contested match. Number 9 going against redshirt freshman, Austin Brenner.
Kimball quick to his feet.
Last and final period at 174 pounds.
Gets the escape.
Utah Valley takes the lead 3-2. Right from the guy in the country, Kimball Bastion.
You know, these level changes, I keep seeing Brenner, he's doing level changes, but he doesn't really penetrate. And I think if you time that right, you're going to see Kimball hit these low levels again, where if the fake comes in, he'll just go through. I think you got to watch for that. Brenner's got nice heavy hands, though. Makes it hard to shoot through a guy when his forehead is centered in your body and his hands are heavy.
A lot of pressure between those two guys there on the edge of the mat.
Yeah, Brenner's really pushing him to the corner, or the edge of the mat, and Kimball's doing his best to hold his position and or circle.
Right, he does have the over-under. Brenner scores 2 there with a minute left in the round. As action goes out of bounds, that puts Kimball down 3-4.
Utah Valley, let's make some noise. Let's make Kimball Bastion noise at home. Come on.
Brenner scores a great takedown right on the edge of the mat. 57 seconds left. Kimball slides, hits a switch.
Both hands are on the mat. The ref awards 2 reversal.
Kimball immediately hits that switch, sweeps the foot down, and now heavy pressure in a spiral ride.
30 seconds on the clock.
Brenner looking to get the escape, and
Looking for a return is Kimball Bastion.
Kimball looking to drag him back in.
26 seconds left. Brenner's fired up. Runs back to the center of the mat.
This is a pivotal moment. Kimball can either ride him out or Brenner could get out and force the match into overtime.
We're going to see for Brenner's, again, doing everything he can, switching, trying to throw that weight off on the side. Kimball, again, this tight spiral ride. He hooks this foot into an Iowa ride.
That'll be it. Kimball pulls off a nail biter.
So at the end of the regular time, third period, Kimball Bastion comes away with a tight match. Props to Austin Brenner, redshirt freshman, pushing Kimball Bastion deep into his gas tank, and he comes away with a decision victory. Team score, Utah Valley University 9, North Dakota State 17.
North Dakota State redshirt freshman Noah Kressel and redshirt sophomore from Utah Valley.
Oh, Ashton Seeley immediately in on a shot, but the scramble position, he tries to kick out and ends up giving up that takedown. Again, 184 pounds, Ashton Seeley, redshirt sophomore, going up against Noah Kressel, redshirt freshman. So, wow, escaped right away. That was a bit of a flurry as we were finishing Bastion's match. We're in here on Seeley's match. And Seeley comes out with the firepower. We get into scramble. I'm telling you, I've been impressed with North Dakota's scramble position. Oh, another.
Almost threw a headlock there.
Almost got that throw.
The crowd stood up.
Everybody was pretty stoked there for a second.
So, yeah, like you were saying, we come out. There's a scramble right off the bat. I think even Seeley was a little bit overzealous there. Kind of got lost in his own motion and movement. Winds up having the score be 2-1 in North Dakota's favor.
I'm seeing North Dakota do a lot of ear-to-ear tie. Oh, fakes high and shoots low. Takedown there where we had a little bit of a scramble. Seeley had his hips on, putting that pressure on, but Kressel is able to get around that at an angle. Ends up throwing his legs in here, or actually just heavy pressure in a spiral ride, actually. Ashton's got to isolate a hand. He's got one. Nice job. So we know there's some offense there, but man, Seeley's got to put it together. These head fakes, North Dakota's got that great motion. Nice head fakes, keep your guy light on his feet and very aloof. Makes it hard to commit to a shot when you got a guy changing up like that. Ashton gets some pressure here with an inside tie. We got to get that to turn into some offense, though. That pace, nice job by Kressel.
Like to see a little more commitment on those shots.
45 seconds.
Heavy pull there.
Coach Lofthouse yelling at Ashton, saying, keep moving.
30 seconds, first period. Takedown here would be huge for Ashton, as that would just bring the match, tie it up, bring that gap a little closer, basically give us a nice way to look at our next two rounds. Sweep shot underneath in a
not a good place to sit.
Short time. 5 seconds left. Got to try to step over that and swim his arm out. So close there. Ashton does enough to get a nice shot, that drape position. He's got to isolate that quickly and try to swim out and get his head out on the side, right, Chasen?
Yeah, Utah Valley gets the choice here, defers. North Dakota takes bottom.
Lift, nice return. Got to do it again. Got to stay tough here.
That first lift, North Dakota does a good job of snaking his leg there so he can't pick him up off the mat too high. Seeley readjusts and returns him. UVU coach is calling for one more, but he winds up cutting him.
Oh, really, really sharp high C here. Ashton's got his hip in.
Ref's looking at that knee.
Got to try and get his heel out, but man, Kressel's got a heel hooked. Got to keep stepping. Got to keep stepping. Get that leg out. Now he gave up his leg by letting Kressel step over him, and another takedown scored. Got to get those knee slides. Got to get that weight off your hands. There he goes. Quad pod. He stands up.
So he's to his feet.
Oh, Granby roll. Got to keep moving. Got to keep moving. Got to face him. Let's go. Okay, there we go. Both guys, great job. Seeley doing that Granby roll. Kressel following him, but we keep scrambling. Ashton comes away with that escape. Kressel immediately faces him right here in the middle. Kressel now with 3 takedowns. Ashton creating some opportunities, but never able to close on him. 15 seconds here.
Seeley choosing bottom coming out of the second period.
So Seeley's choosing down. Got a lot of opportunities to score here. The match isn't too far out. We still got a chance here. Kressel tight.
Get an escape. Get a takedown. We're back in it.
You got to keep moving here. You can't stay on the bottom. Switch opportunity, but Ashton gets flattened out. Kind of got spiked on his head a little bit there. Kressel comes out to the side and just flares his hips and drops him right on his head. Ashley kind of lost a little oomph there, but now he's got his knees under him. Got to come up. Minute 22 left. Throws that hip behind him, or his weight behind him. We got to keep moving.
Accruing a minute and a half of riding time.
Okay, here we go. Similar position. We're out. Minute left. Here we go.
What we'd like to see here, Sam, is instead of standing and getting reset and ready to wrestle again, it's more just get right back into it.
Yeah.
You know the score. You know you need to score. Why not get after it?
Technically, the score is 8-4. Utah Valley trails by 4 points.
Sweep attempt, but man, Kressel just shucks him by and goes around for a takedown.
Kressel looking for the major at this point. His coach has told him to cut him.
Got to lock in here and hold out. Okay.
Seeley in okay position.
If Seeley can turn his hips up, push towards his head. Here we go. 1,
count him.
2. Got to reach back and crossface. That's a takedown. There we go.
So we know he can convert there. He was in that position multiple times and then waited to the last one to score from there.
Wow. And we saw that a couple times. So unfortunately, Ashton's not able to come away with those points that we wanted. Noah Kressel, nice job. Redshirt freshman, doing what it takes to win. Took us down, I want to say 4 times. Real tough there. That brings the team score, that decision victory brings the team score 9-20.
Another one of our key matchups of the evening. Number 20, Tanner Orendorf, redshirt senior, against redshirt senior Cordell Eaton of North Dakota.
Both tough wrestlers, 33rd ranked. Cordell Eaton going against one of the Orendorf brothers, Tanner Orendorf, our redshirt senior. He's been awesome in our lineup over the past 4 years. Reliable, coming away often with great victories over ranked opponents, always in any match. Tanner's actually one of my favorite UV wrestlers to watch just because of that. He's got great pace, stays in the match the whole time, and never gives up. You'll just see it. You'll see the pace here. He'll be the same here as he's in the third period, and he ends up running up scores in the third.
Yeah, what Tanner lacks in athleticism and speed, he makes up for with his gas tank and, like you said, his aggressiveness throughout the match.
Inside binds, yep. Coming inside, digging inside for that inside control. Heavy hand over the top. Man, Eaton staying underneath those arms of Orendorf. Got to be careful here that we can change and keep our hands low. Okay, Tanner's got his head down here. His front lock, almost now we're working for this front headlock position. Got to keep his head down, though. Eaton pulls his head out. Ooh, shot straight on. Got to hit that foot down, stomp that foot down.
A lot of power behind that shot. You notice he hit his hips and pushed him back. Tanner trying to keep his foot on the outside. Cordell
Immediately stands up, got to turn and kick out. Here we go. So
down was short-lived. Tanner kept moving there.
Nice job, yeah. Good takedown, that power, man. That power through by Eaton.
Yeah, looking for the trip, winds up reaching to that far foot.
Coming over the top, Eaton powering, driving towards the out of bounds. But right here, we got to milk it down and keep it forward, keep him moving forward. Out of bounds.
"17 seconds in the period."
Ooh, nice changes. Unfortunately, he faked one way and then shot the other way, and that hip never really came forward from the fake. So he ends up shooting to the far leg and missing it altogether. Good changeup by Tanner Orendorff.
North Dakota will start this period on bottom.
Okay, inside trip here. Oh, man.
Reach through for that Navy, that arm turret.
Yeah, coming through for that Navy position, not able to knock him off of his hips or knock him back to his hips. Love that position, though, if I can get it through. Scoring opportunity there. But Eaton scores that escape pretty quick.
Seems like Eaton does a really good job of staying in position, keeping his hands out in front of him.
Ooh, nice job.
Tanner, good at converting there.
And this is what I'm talking about. This is what I've seen match in and match out. Tanner is very, very consistent here, where he creates so much offense in the second, third periods just because he's got that pressure that just keeps going forward.
Yeah, and multiple times he gets in on that, coming out the back door. Really loves scoring from there.
Okay, escape by Eaton. So he shoots kind of straight on. It's hard to score here, but man, look at him power up.
He's got long arms. He gets to
He
a
does.
lock.
He
and then
does.
pushes Cordell back up to his feet instead of staying on his belly and possibly getting scored on.
Good job by him. I mean, there's two ways you do. You either got to power up through it. Oh, again for another shot. Man, a lot of action coming from Green.
Crowds are looking for a stall. Last 3-4 shots attempts have been from Utah Valley.
This is again the pace. Watch this. Heavy hand pulls to a snap down, comes up in an underhook, pulls his head under. Likes being in this double underhook here. Underhook here. A lot of offense out of here. Pulls to a front headlock, keeping his head down. Now he's coming to the outside like a drag here. Oh, trip off.
Time runs out. It'll be Utah Valley's choice. Chooses bottom.
Okay, UVU, Tanner Orendorff of Utah Valley 3. Cordell Eaton, number 33rd ranked, 4, as Tanner takes down in the third period. Quick escape, ties the matchup.
Straight into his underhook. Comes over the head.
Watch the pace. Watch this pace. He'll keep scoring on here. Eaton in on a shot. Nice job.
Tanner looks to convert.
This high C. Got to get his hips in now.
Tanner got that near ankle.
Those long arms helping him out.
Yep, and he digs himself out of a precarious situation.
That was a great. He's got to keep running to this leg now.
He's going to stay at that angle.
Got almost a cradle position, but he's not letting go of it, man. That's a good example. Just never letting go. Never. I mean, he had that cradle position. He had that cradle position, and ends up almost losing it. But he stays at it, and ends up scoring that pivotal takedown.
And you look at it from Eaton's point of view. I mean, he worked in there to no avail, and now he's stretched out. Looks like Tanner's running a corkscrew.
Both hands to it. Got to run that. We can turn here.
Tanner does a good job on top. He's got 1 minute and 15 seconds of riding time.
"17 seconds left.
Stall warning on North Dakota.
Number 20 ranked Tanner Orendorf showing that he deserves that ranking, coming up over the top as time expires with that riding time point 7-4 over number 33rd ranked Cordell Eaton of North Dakota State. Good match. Eaton not able to come away with what he needed to win that match. Nice job, Tanner Orendorf.
Can't complain there. Would have liked to see some bonus points to put you within striking distance of North Dakota as we go into the final match of the evening. Tanner's little big brother Tate wrestling at heavyweight.
Little big brother.
Hey, our highest ranked wrestler, number 4 in the country, he'll be wrestling Brandon Metz, North Dakota, number 20.
So again, 2 ranked wrestlers. I love it. These are always the matches you want to watch. That's why the people come out, pay the admission, right?
Same years, almost identical records. From North Dakota State, ranked number 20 in the country, Brandon Metz. And your Utah Valley Wolverine, ranked highest on the team, redshirt sophomore. Number 4 in the country.
Tate right here, very comfortable in underhook positions. A Greco-Roman standout representing the United States for the U23 World Championships recently. Both he and Taylor Lamont from Utah Valley. Oh, nice down block, almost in a front headlock position. Both Taylor Lamont and Tate Orendorf representing the United States for our Greco-Roman team in the U23 World Cup. World Championships, I should say.
Yeah, Tate very well versed in Greco. He's very comfortable in this upper body, which is fortunate for the heavyweights. Like to see him get to his body lock position where he seems to do really well once he gets to that lock.
Low level, nice level by Brandon Metz. Right here getting pressure, you're gonna see a change come out, heavy hands on that neck, that collar tie, and keep digging in. You see that hand come over the top, nice and heavy. 132, oh, a shot here. High C here. Ends up letting go of it, now his head's up underneath. Got a double overhook.
Yeah, it gets to his leg, hits his knee, but a lot of weight. So he bails.
Tate's got a great hand control here and get his head up. Referee says, nah, we're just gonna start up here. Stalemate, now we get a fresh start in the middle.
Just over 1 minute on the clock, 1 minute on the clock.
Minute left in the first period. Still scoreless.
Nice changeup, nice fake there. Tate inside control. Both guys fighting for that outside wrist control, hand control. .38 seconds left in the first period. Change there by Tate.
Both guys digging, looking for their tie. 30 seconds left.
These positions will show themselves. I mean, even though it looks like, man, we're both just pushing here, if I can get a guy's neck nice and tired, that will pay dividends in the second, third period.
Both guys looking pretty vertical.
Short time here in the first period. 5 seconds. Time expires. Orendorf defers. Metz chooses down.
That's quick to his outside foot.
You're right.
Knee slides,
Bumps
looking
him
for a
down.
sit. Tate does a good job of sticking.
Change wrestling. Nice job.
Yeah,
one move after another by Brandon Metz. Dig in here. Got this over body lock.
That's the body lock I was talking about. Tate's very comfortable in here. Looks like he's gonna.
Metz changes out of that and breaks the lock. Orendorff doesn't hold on to it. Again, UVU's highest ranked wrestler, number 4, Tate Orendorff, wrestled very well this year. Going to look for him to get that All-American honors as well. This is a big matchup, though. Big 12 opponent, ranked opponent.
Orendorff got another transition, went looking for the leg.
I think after that first shot that he hit, he got kind of that weight crushed down on him. Metz did a good job coming up on top of him. I think I've seen Tate a little bit more hesitant to go underneath a big guy like that.
Agreed. As far as attempts go, Utah Valley's in the lead here. Some fans calling for a stall.
Another over body lock here.
10 seconds, 10 seconds.
Very comfortable. Short time here. Tate throws from here. Throws it by, I guess I should say. He could throw right, could throw left.
Time winds down. Orendorff chooses bottom. Going into the third and final period.
Tight match. Tate Orendorff 0. Brandon Metz 1.
Orendorff quick to his feet.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got 2 minutes left of wrestling.
All right, there we go. Quick escape. Takedowns win matches, right, Jason?
Right.
Outside sweep single. Nice job. He's got to keep moving to it. You don't want that weight to fall on your head. He's trying to stomp that mat. Ah, darn it. He doesn't hold on to it. But now he's back into this overhook. And a throw. And a 2 takedown. All right, so a flurry right there on the edge. Both guys with an over-under. Metz does a good job to throw Tate, which I think Tate feels very comfortable there. He adjusts, doesn't spend too much time near or on his back. Coach from North Dakota State throws a challenge block.
Might be trying to get his guy some breath here.
You know what? I think it's interesting. Some of the guys, you know, we hit this third period. Man, he's breathing. Some of these guys from North Dakota, I've noticed that they're a little gassed. I mean, we're here at about 4,500 feet elevation here in Utah Valley University in Orem. I'm not sure what the elevation is up there.
Up there in the Great Plains, can't be as high as the Rocky Mountains, can it?
Probably not.
Yeah, that flurry. I mean, you got Metz getting a stall warning, and then immediately after
he throws.
Goes for the throw. Kind of elusive, though. I mean, he hadn't attempted really anything super offensively the whole match until that.
Well, and that's the real kicker here. So here's the thing. Even if we go down by a takedown, Tate's done a good job to come up extremely quickly. The challenge is not held up. He says there's no near fall. Tate Orendorff did not spend any exposure time on his back or not enough to score. Fans here getting loud.
So we got 90 seconds. Tate to his feet right off the whistle. It'll be 2-3. Tate looking for a takedown.
And we got a stall warning as well.
Keep in mind that stall warning's on the table. If Metz isn't offensive, he'll get dinged again.
1 minute left. Most of that actions really come from Tate this match. Aside from that throw, which is a big move. I mean, that's a big commitment, big move. Most of that action has come from Tate Orendorff.
Tate looking for an opening, trying to get to some offense here. 30 seconds. Orndorff lowering his level. Haven't seen a lot out of Metz.
15 seconds left. Everyone's clamoring for a stall. He's got a body lock here and a point. We got to look for a finish.
Coaches are saying stay back, let it go into overtime, don't force it. Hey, that stall call throws the match into overtime.
Well, you know what? That's 2 stall calls that came in the end of the third period. I don't think you can really contest that. A lot of that action, majority of that action is all coming from Tate, and you can't hold that off. So now we hit a sudden victory, 1 minute overtime. Takedown wins the match.
Just judging by that final flurry, I'd say Tate looks like he's better positioned energy-wise.
Throw attempt there by Metz.
Tate's in good position. Scores here. That'll be the match.
Wow, what a good job. Good finish, man. Props to Brandon Metz, number 20 ranked wrestler. Both redshirt sophomores. But Tate Orendorff coming away, number 4 ranked wrestler in the country, coming away with that overtime victory.
Gotta love it. Shoots a grin over to his teammates.
Looks like he knew what was going on. His brother Tanner giving him props, telling him congratulations.
So that'll be the duel, Sam. Utah Valley winds up with 15 points on the board. North Dakota 20.
Thoughts?
You know, we had some good matches. What was it, 5 and 5? Just like I said at the beginning of the duel, those bonus points have decided it for Utah Valley throughout the season.
Throughout the season, and I'm telling you, that brings UVU's dual record in the Big 12 to 0-6, which is just that goose egg. I think you look at matchups like this and you're like, man, we could get this, we can do this. And yet we keep coming away with close matches where both teams win 5 or it's really, really close. It really comes down to those bonus points. They had 2 major two tech falls that really took them ahead in the team standings. So,
right, Utah Valley looking forward to their final home duel of the season against Northern Colorado. Try to rectify their record a little bit.
We got a little bit of a stint after that Northern Colorado matchup. We're going to go away to Ohio, West Virginia, and then we got those Big 12 championships in Tulsa, Oklahoma. This is Sam Allen and Chasen Tolbert. We are signing off from Utah Valley University. We thank you for joining us on YouTube, Flow Wrestling, KSL's Over the Top app, and the WAC Digital Network. Again, thank you for your time. Good night.